Be prepared to be a slave to your brand for the first 2 to 3 years. Don't come in the mindset where you think you're gonna pull out any money first year. It's all going to be give, no return. Welcome back to another episode where we spit pure sauce, no bullshit. Vlento and Art will teach you the best methods, the best mindset, and overall how to become a competent man and make money.
So in this episode, we're going to tell you the difference between a brand and a dropshipping store. It's a topic that not many people cover, but it's something that's very, very important if you're getting into your e-com journey.
A topic that's always debated online. Should I start a brand? Should I do e-com? Should I do dropshipping? Meanwhile, they don't know that this is so close and so similar that you just have to have the right approach to make cash in both.
So in this video, this is what we're going to cover. Number one, we're going to cover the difference in the mindset that you need in dropshipping and building a brand.
Number two, we're going to explain the differences in running a dropshipping store and building a brand, the differences in operations, and why one might seem super complicated and the other might seem super easy.
And number three, the most important, is the cash, the difference in how you're going to generate cash between the two methods.
So let's get straight into it, shall we?
Let's go. So first of all, let's explain what dropshipping is. Dropshipping is essentially the easy version of building a brand. You do not have to buy any stock. You do not have to focus too much on your branding. You don't have to focus too much on your target audience as a whole.
And pretty much you develop a skill where you look for trends, you identify demand, you pump your little product quickly, make a couple $1,000, and then you leave. You're just a little slut looking for new products every 2 months, seeing what works, what doesn't. If it doesn't, you don't care because you haven't put any money up front.
A dropshipping store is the fast version. It's the fast way to make money in e-com.
On the other side, building a brand is more like raising a little kid. You're putting all your efforts into it. You're spending hours on raising and nurturing that child. You're giving it all. You're portraying a specific message. You come from a unique standpoint with a specific identity that differentiates you from other products in the same exact niche. So building a brand, I would say, is like a long-term goal. If you want to build something long-term that you can then sit back on a mountain, look down to and be proud of, then you must launch a brand.
Building a brand is like building an empire. When you buy off a brand, it's essentially buying off a person. It's an identity. There's an identity that's buying from you. You have to create this strong identity, this strong person that is suited towards a certain group of people. It's very different to dropshipping.
Just think of it like a likable person. There's people that people hate. There's people that come into your life for 1 hour, for 1 day, dropshipping products. And there's people that come to you, you like them, you build a relationship long term, and you stay in contact for a long time, enjoying your life with them, sharing memories. That's what I call building a good brand.
So that's what dropshipping is, and that's what a brand is. Now let's go into detail and cover the three major differences.
Chapter 1, the mindset.
So for dropshipping, you need a short-term mindset. You need quick cash in. That's the only thing that you care about. How fast you can get cash in. Who cares about your brand reputation? Who cares about how much reviews you get? Doesn't matter. That store's going to be up for a couple months and you're going to get rid of it.
You have to come with a mindset where you're not emotionally attached to any products that you find. You simply go on Google Trends, you scan on social media for trends, you find them, you supply them, you make your quick money. The moment it stops working, you don't care, because you're on to the next one. It's like with women. There's these products that you just keep utilizing for your own good. Got 1 good hour, 1 good date, and then you're on to the next.
Exactly. With dropshipping, you're pretty much just dating multiple sluts. That's what you're doing. You're going from slut to slut to slut to slut. You're seeing which one works and which one doesn't.
You can't get complacent and stay on one product. You need to make sure whilst one product is doing well, you're always scanning the web, you're always looking, and you're finding your next winners. It's very important you don't get complacent. I'll repeat myself again.
I would also say that dropshipping is more of a numbers game. It's more about how many creatives you can push out, how many different products you can test, how much you can scale your paid ads to. It's all numbers.
And when it comes to organic dropshipping, it's even easier. How many reels can you upload a day? All of you complain about 1, 2, it's not enough. If you're a beginner, you have to be pumping out 3, 5, 10 vids a day. Improve your skill, keep going. This product doesn't work for 30 days, boom, on to the next. it doesn't matter. There's numerous stories, people trying 10, 15 products. We've tried 3 and failed absolutely. You must keep going. All you want to care about is literally pumping one product.
So that's the mindset you really need behind dropshipping. Now let's talk about building a brand. This one, a brand is not a slut. A brand is your baby. The brand is someone that you have to caress and feed and grow for years and years.
And that's exactly what we've done with our brand, Fun Punch. We picked something that we really liked. Boxing, lifestyle, being cool, being unique. And now we're portraying that message onto other people that have similar interests. Building a brand is essentially your expression to the world through clothing, through accessories, through anything you like. It's you putting your taste and personality onto a product, marketing it and selling it. And the best thing about brand is that you build that community that likes you, that likes your personality.
When building a brand, you have to attack a certain demographic of people. You have to think about what this person likes. How old is this person? Is this person a boy or girl? What are they interested in? When you find this person is when you develop products suited to them. You develop marketing suited to them. You're only attacking this demographic of people, because when you go for this niche, that's when people have a close connection with a brand. Your brand is an asset. It goes up and up and up in price, and you can sell the brand after. You can go in for a big paycheck and get millions in your pocket. You can't sell a dropshipping store.
You're building that equity. Every single effort, every single hour of work you're putting in, it doesn't just evaporate. It stays back. It adds the value to the brand, and the brand grows in price, grows in value, builds your asset in the long term. And I must say, guys, be prepared to be a slave to your brand for the first 2 to 3 years. Don't come in the mindset where you think you're gonna pull out any money first year. It's all going to be give, no return. Give, no return. Building a brand is being a slave to your dreams, being a slave to your product, being a slave until you work your ass off so hard that people notice, and now they stay with you as your ride or dies.
When building a brand, your main priority is that your customers' experience is amazing. They have to feel special. When they open your product, they have to look, they have to feel that joy. They have to receive messages that are suited to them. For example, for us, we give messages about getting stronger. Once they purchase your product, they will become part of your community. Give them this good experience and they will buy off you again and again and again.
And this is the reason why branded product can charge the premium price tag. You see a lot of products on Amazon selling for $20, but then you'll see another product which looks so similar, double the price. That's because they build that strong community. They've got the reputation in the market. People know that once they buy this product, they don't get just the product, they get all the benefits of feeling special, of feeling looked after, of feeling important.
So I'm sure you now understand the mindset difference between a brand and dropshipping. Brand is essentially a long-term mindset where you actually care for your customer, and dropshipping is a short-term mindset where you just want money.
Quick cash. You need that quick money, and that's it.
Now let's talk about the operations. What is the difference between running a dropshipping store and running a brand?
So when it comes to launching a dropshipping store, the operations are quite straightforward. First, you just need a general website, just has a decent name, and then you pump out all the products that you're testing on that website. You don't need to worry about the copywriting and all the colors adding together and look branded. All you need to care about is that you find a winning product, you have the winning marketing strategy, and you pump the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I'd say when it comes to dropshipping, it's 3 stuff. You need a landing page, you need a product, and you need to market it. And you can only market it really through creating videos. This is the way that everyone does dropshipping. And you have 2 types of videos. You have organic videos, this is where you just simply get views for free from the algorithms. And you have paid ads, where you get these views and try and scale these paid ads. That's all you need to worry about.
Exactly. I'm tired of seeing so many people start dropshipping and registering a company, building an email campaign. Forget about all of that. I'll go as far as saying, if you're doing just dropshipping, just get the sample in, open a TikTok account, pump out 100 vids. If they start to go viral, that's the night you lock in, build your landing page, and you go live. Don't worry about the whole setup stage. Don't waste your time. You're here for the quick cash. You don't need to stress about somebody receiving an email. Just get the money in. Make sure the product that you're gonna spend time on building a website on works. That's it.
Literally, someone tells you your product is faulty, your product is broken, just tell them to fuck off. Done, it doesn't matter, who cares, bad review, and what, take their money.
Literally 30% of people that complain, they don't even have enough time to go. They're too lazy to go and ask for a refund. So just don't worry. You're here for 2 months, squeeze the cash out and go to the bar, you know what I'm saying?
Now let's get into the operations of building a brand. When building our own brand, Fun Punch, it took us ages to perfect everything. We had to care about every little part of the brand. We had to care about every little section of e-commerce that there is.
It literally took us so long to scale to those 6-figure months because the whole funnel had to be perfected. Coming from email marketing, customer experience, the landing page, the product page, the copywriting, the fonts, every single bit had to be 10 out of 10 because a brand is a consistent personality throughout. No matter where you see your customer go, to your indoor shop, to your website, to your emails, it has to all make sense and be in perfect harmony.
Since we've mentioned how important customer experience is, let me just tell you something that took us 2 months to create for Fun Punch. For everyone that receives a Fun Punch, they receive this little booklet. It's the Punch Past Limits Guide. And look what we do. We teach everyone how to throw the specific punches. So this is a jab. Just look at the detail inside here. We give a whole experience.
My favorite one is the chess one. Show them the chess one. Fortify your mind. As you can see, we've literally put our own personality into this little book. Everything was written by us. It's literally us speaking to our customer. That's the detail you're gonna have to go into when you build a brand. The operations is literally you coming to a customer, holding their hand, getting to know each other, bringing them back home, having a meal together, giving them clothing, giving them bed sheets, and having a good night. That's how you have to treat your customer.
And when building a brand, you have to think about the long term as well. What are your next steps as a brand? What are the next products you're going to promote? What influencers are you going to use? There are lots of different ways to market your product. When it comes to dropshipping, it's pretty much just organic content and paid ads. When it comes to building a brand, you have so many different avenues of marketing.
And it's not mentioned, the relationships you have developed whilst building a brand is probably the #1 thing you have to care about. You have to make sure you have a good roster of influencers. You have good people behind you, representing you, spreading your message. It goes a long way. Building a brand is 100 different problems every day coming up to you, thinking, oh my days, what do I do next? Where do I see myself in 6 months, in a year's time, in 5 years? You have to question yourself with everything you do. Every decision you make whilst building a brand will always matter, will always have a consequence, and will always have a result in the long run.
And you also have to think about stuff like logistics and where you're going to store your stock and buying up front, and then your finances as well. How are you going to manage the cash flow?
There's a lot to think about. It's a big headache, but that big headache gets us to the next chapter 3, the cash. How much money will dropshipping make you versus brand building?
Okay, so dropshipping can be good. You can make quick cash from it. You can get your 6-figure months, potentially 7 if you're very, very good at it.
When you do dropshipping, you don't leave anything behind. Every hour you spend shows on your revenue. Once you get that revenue, you count your expenses, you get the profits, you can get good 5 to 6-figure days. It's very rare you see somebody have a good store doing 7 figures. Simply because once you go past the 1 to 2K, you have to buy stock in advance. It'll be very hard for you to fulfill this much demand without putting money up front. Dropshipping doesn't exist after 6 figures. You have to be a solidified brand that has a good relationship with a factory that prints unique products and fulfills them to customers. There's a lot of headache that comes after big numbers. As we all know, more money, more problems. So dropshipping only works up until a certain level.
However, the good part about dropshipping is that the cash can come very quickly. You can have a landing page with your videos out and paid ad scaling within a week. Within a week, you right now behind your laptop, if you find the right product, you create the right video, and you launch the right paid ads, you could be on 6 figures a month.
This is where me and Nat specialize in. I market and he monetizes. If we really wanted to, we could have threw our brand away, Fun Punch, Project Viral, and just focused on pumping out organic TikTok dropshipping. It would have been the easiest money we ever made. All I have to do is get my iPhone, film product videos that I've generated already like 300, 400 million views so far, and that would have just perfected the landing page. So if you and your friend Have a good duo, and one of you is good at one thing and the other start quick dropshipping, make your quick 10, 20, 30k. One of you makes the videos, the other one patterns the back end, the website, the monetization, and forget about it.
Exactly. If we'd done this method, honestly, I think we would have more cash right now. But we're not doing it because we're doing the brand method. And now let's tell you about the cash in building a brand. As we mentioned before, brand is long term. This means that you're going to make more money in the long term. Your brand is your asset. People can sell brands. Brands are worth millions and millions. Gymshark is worth £1 billion. If the owner wants to sell it, he's getting a big chunk of money in his pocket.
And even from our own experience, first couple months of Fun Punch, we only made 10 to 20k. We couldn't even take out anything. What we had to do is, what most of people wouldn't have done, is lock back in, perfect the funnels, introduce email marketing, and that allowed us to scale 8 months later to 7 figures. Up until that mark, we didn't see no breakthrough. We were working endlessly like slaves without knowing is the payday gonna come, but it did come. Q4, we had a 300k month in December, 250k month in November, and all the spoils of war finally arrived because we stuck to the dream, we perfected the brand mission, the message, introduced more products, gave them the experience, and the cash started flooding.
Once a lot of people buy off your brand and you get their email, you get their phone numbers, and they like the experience, anytime you now release a product, they're gonna trust it and they're likely to buy. It is a lot easier to sell to the same person that bought from you than to find a new person to buy from you. That is the rule of branding. You build that strong trust between you and your consumer, and now you can sell anything.
We drop in absolute sauce. Just listen to these words carefully that came out of his mouth just now. Dropshipping is you spending all your time and effort to acquire a client once and never see him again. However, building a brand is you spending your effort to acquire a client once, and once he likes your marketing, he's gonna buy again and again and again. So you can spend £10 on Facebook ads. If the person likes the aesthetic and your brand, he'll be your lifetime customer for 5 to 10 years. With dropshipping, you don't get those privileges, all right? To summarize, there's 2 paths you can take. One's long-term, more reward. One's short-term, jumping from product to product. Well, it's up to you what you're gonna decide to go on.
Depends on your situation. Whatever your heart feels is right in your current situation, go for it. But when you're executing, execute hard.
And of course, don't forget to join Project Viral, where me and Nat take you through the best methods of generating attention onto products, onto yourself, and monetizing. We've got years of experience, and if we had something like this, it would have saved us so much time.
Any question you could possibly have, get inside and ask. We will answer within hours.
Project Viral, let's get some cash. See you in the next episode.